Hi, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good day to all. I'm teacher AISHAH, and today we'll be focusing on Unit 5 Globetrotting, page 78 and 79. In this lesson 66, we will have a look at a writing activity, an informal letter or email based on prompts. Before I start the lesson, I will share with you the objectives for today's lesson. The first one, it is hoped that by the end of this lesson, pupils will be able to explain information from diagrams, charts, tables, graphs, or other visuals by writing an email based on prompts in about 80 words. Number 2, by the end of the session, it is hoped that pupils will be able to read or understand the main points in extended text on a wide range of a familiar topic by reading a sample email to identify main ideas. For the pre-writing activity, Activity A is aimed to give students practice in identifying the purpose of writing a letter. In this slide, you can see that A. Your friend Andrew, who lives in Birmingham, will be visiting your country for a month. Read the letter he has written to Mark, a common friend of yours, who lives in another city. Why is Andrew writing to him? So, first of all, look at the layout of the text. Okay, so this is actually a letter because there's no to and then subject, unlike an email. So this is a letter from Andrew to Mark. So why is Andrew writing to him? Let's read the text first. Dear Mark, guess what? My parents and I are staying at a resort in your country this summer. That means I'll be able to get together with you and some of the others who were here on the language course last year. I'm so excited. We'll be there during the month of August, so I was thinking of paying you a visit on the second weekend in August. Would that be convenient for you? I plan to arrive by train sometime on Friday afternoon, and I was wondering if you could recommend a good hostel somewhere near the station. I don't want to be too much of a nuisance, so we could get together anytime at any place that is best for you. Just tell me how to get there from the station and I'll find it. You probably remember that I'm really into photography. I'd really love to get some good shots of nature spots or places of historical interest while I'm there too. What do you suggest? Well, gotta go now. Can't wait to hear from you. Yours, Andrew. So, I'm going to ask you this question again. Why is Andrew writing to him? And the purpose of writing normally can be seen in the first few paragraphs of the letter. So, if you have a look at it, the reason why Andrew is writing to him is because to inform him that he will be visiting his country, to ask some information about where to stay and which places to visit, and to make arrangements about where and when to meet. You can see that over here, if you could recommend a hostel somewhere. Also, my parents and I are staying at a resort in your country this summer. Next one, you can see that how to get there from the station, meaning Andrew is asking about where should they meet and then how to get to the place. And the last one is Andrew asking for a place to or places to visit. Okay, what do you suggest for nature spots and also places of historical. And in this letter here, you can see that Mark has making some notes here. No way, stay with us, referring to the recommendation of a good hostel. And then here, get their own food, meaning for direction. And then here, meet at, so he's thinking about giving suggestions. And the last one, must see, again he's trying to suggest something. Must see what? Moving on, now let's read Andrew's letter again and look at the notes Mark has made. Match Mark's notes to the points A to C, which show what he should include in his reply to Andrew. So here I have suggest something, offer accommodation, and also give direction. Can you spot where is it now? So, suggest something, you can see that meet at my father's bakery, and there's another one actually, but something is missing here. We'll see after this. Next one, offer accommodation. So you can see that in Mark's reply, Mark says that my parents insist that you should stay with us while you are visiting. Okay, so this shows that Mark is actually offering his accommodation. And then give direction. You can see that Mark has given a direction to meet at his father's bakery. And I have highlighted here, the main entrance is on Chester Road. Turn left and walk along this road for a bit. Take the second turning on the right into Maple Street. Our bakery is at the first traffic lights on the corner of Maple Street and Redwood Avenue. You can't miss it. Okay, so here you can see that giving direction from the phrases like turn left, walk along, take the second turning. Okay, and then on the corner, some of the examples of giving directions. Okay, for activity D, read the 2 paragraphs below and choose the most suitable one to complete the email above. Then decide where you would include this information. Why is the other paragraph not suitable? Now have a look at these two. One is a bit lengthy, one is a bit short. But doesn't mean something short is not good or something long is really good. So we have to read carefully and try to relate it with Andrew's email. So let's have a look at A. There are so many fun things to do here that you'll have a hard time choosing where to go first. There's a great water park we'll definitely have to go. And the nightlife is something else. We'll have a great time. That's A. B. How could I forget your passion for photography? There is an archaeological site nearby that I know you will love. You'll be able to get fantastic photos of the ancient ruins, and the surrounding countryside is absolutely breathtaking. Plus, there are lots of other fun things to do in and around the town. So, have you decided which one should be included in the Mark's reply? If your answer is B, you are right. The answer is B. The most suitable paragraph to complete Mark's email is B, because It includes information about some nature spots and places of historical interest that Andrew would like to take pictures of. This paragraph should go after the directions to the bakery. Okay, if you have a look at this, where is the nature spots? Countryside is absolutely breathtaking. And then you have another one, the historical interest. You will have here the archaeological site. Okay, so that is why B fits to Mark's email. And why is the other paragraph not suitable in A? Paragraph A is not suitable because it contains information about fun places and nightlife, and this is not the kind of information Andrew has asked for. Okay? It's not about water park, it's not about nightlife, it's not about fun places. Okay? That is why the answer for A is not acceptable here. We will move on to the next part of our lesson. So in F, let's read the question in F. Andrew will also visiting your city and has sent you the letter in activity A. Read his letter and the notes again. Then, look at the map below and write an email responding to Andrew's using all the notes. You can use Mark's email as a model, but you must use your own ideas and expressions or phrases from the table in the right. Next, we are going to start writing the email. For this part, we are going to apply GR123C, and I have to give the credit to Teacher Zuraini Binti Arifin from SMK Kemumin, Kota Baru, Kelantan for sharing with me the tips on how to write and how to use GR123C. So, what is GR123C? G stands for greeting. R stands for response. 1, 2, 3 stands for content and elaborations. And C is for closing, cohesive devices, and also conjunctions. So these are some of the samples of greeting, the phrases that will be useful for students to write an email. So here we have an example like Dear Anne, Dear Uncle Joe, to Anne, to Uncle Joe. Hi, hello, Uncle Joe. And then the next part is you have to respond to the email. For example, I'm glad to hear from you. Thanks for writing to me. I received your email yesterday. I have received your email. It's cute to hear from you. So on and so forth. Okay? One, 2, 3 stands for Content 1, Elaboration 1, Content 2, Elaboration 2, Content 3, Elaboration 3. So for each content, try to elaborate one elaboration. Okay? So that is 1, 2, 3 over here. And then the last part will be closing. For example, we have do keep in touch. Keep in touch. Looking forward to your next email. I hope to hear from you soon. Thank you for your help. Write back soon. And before you actually send your email to your teachers or in the exam when you have finished writing for your exam paper, make sure to check the C, which is the conjunctions and the cohesive devices. For example, have you used this word like however, therefore, although, unless, subsequently, and so on and so forth? Check your essay before you send it to your teacher or to the examiners. Now, if you refer to page 79 again, these are some of the useful expressions and phrases to help you to write the email to Andrew. For example, we have here a list of useful expressions and phrases to suggest, to ask for direction, to give direction. For example, we have here, let's go to the beach. How about having a picnic at Taman Menora? We should definitely go to TELUK INTAN. So you are suggesting. Number 2, asking for direction. Okay, how do I get from the train station to Corner Cafe? Where exactly is Corner Cafe? What's the best way to get there? Can you tell me the way to Corner Cafe, for example? Next, we have giving directions. So one is asked, another one is giving. So giving directions depending on your map, depending on the location of the place that you want to show. So you can use these phrases and expressions to help you and to guide you. For example, we have here, go up, go down, go along. For example, go along Royal Avenue, go straight on for about 200 meters until you come to a T junction. Walk, go past, towards, turn left, turn right, and then we have it's at the end of, we have it's on, at the corner of, it's on your left, it's on your left, it's on your right. Okay, so keep this in mind when you want to write the email. So let's recap. Remember what you need to do. The first thing is, what is the relationship between the recipient and the sender? The recipient would be the person who will actually receiving the letter or the email, and the sender would be the person who is writing the email. That means you. So here the relationship is friends, because Andrew apparently is a friend who lives in Birmingham. Number 2, who are you writing to? We are actually writing to Andrew. Remember, keep this in mind when you want to write. It's going to be Dear Andrew. Okay, your friend, you are no longer Mark, you are you yourself. And then this is one of the key points that you have to take into consideration. What is your role in this in writing this email? The first one, you have to offer and suggest accommodation. Number 2, you have to give directions to where you should meet Andrew, or where Andrew should meet you. And the next one is to give suggestion. Refer to the letter that Andrew has sent you. Okay, Andrew was asking about accommodation, so you have to offer or perhaps suggest one. Maybe you want to suggest Andrew to live to stay in a hotel. You want to suggest Andrew to stay in a hostel, or you can actually invite Andrew to stay with you. Okay, remember, suggest accommodation. Number 2, give direction. So you have to choose a place where you want to meet Andrew. So refer to the map in page 79. You may choose to meet Andrew at the bowling alley. You may choose to meet Andrew at the fast food restaurant, or even at the internet cafe. Or perhaps you want to meet Andrew at Heath Park. So give direction from Station Road to the location that you have chosen. And the next one is give suggestion. Suggest a nature spot or nature spots and also historical sites, because that's what Andrew wants to do. He wants to take a shot of beautiful photographs. Before you start writing for real, perhaps you can try to apply GR123C by having this table first before you start writing. So make sure to have here greetings, response, content 1, elaboration 1, content 2, elaboration 2, content 3, elaboration 3, and then C for closing. This will serve a good purpose for you. It will actually help you and guide you to write without having loose focus. Here I'm sharing with you a sample answer. So we have here greeting, hello Andrew. Respond, thank you for your email. Content 1, by the way, August sounds great. I will be on my school holiday, meaning that I will be able to spend more time with you. My parents insist that you should stay with us while you are visiting. You may sleep in my room as it is spacious and can accommodate many people. Content 2. Since you are arriving by train, why don't you meet me at the bowling alley? From the train station, turn left and walk for about 100 meters and then turn right. Go straight until you see Corner Cafe on your left and at the corner, turn right. And there will be some continuation here, so you please continue it on using your own answer. Next one, content 3. Anyway, how could I forget your passion for photography? There is an old castle nestled in the heart of TELUK INTAN that you will love. You will be able to take amazing photos of the ruined castle. It is absolutely breathtaking. In addition, we can also do other fun things in TELUK INTAN, such as watching the sunset and riding a boat. Closing, I hope to hear from you soon. Take care. Okay, so this is the sample answer. Of course, in the actual essay or in the actual exam, you can't be writing like this. You must have a proper layout with to, from. Okay? If you need some help with the layout of an informal email, okay, you can refer to your textbook, page 170, whereby you can see that there is an informal email layout with to, from, subject, Dear Alan, and then signing off with the name. So please have a look at page 170 for the layout of an informal email. So we have come to the end of the session. Before I go, I want you to write about 3 things that you have learned in today's session. Perhaps you want to talk about the GR123C, or perhaps you think you have learned some new expression or phrases that will be helpful to write your email. Let me know, and then stay safe and have a good day. Thank you so much.